Welcome back to the Circle of Kings podcast, your home for scrapping and rapping and all things combat sports. Welcome back to the goddamn Circle of Kings podcast, live with BigFace. So you just heard from a man, Darius NyQuil Jackson, and you saw that clip of how he slept dude in the first round of his MMA debut, man. I'm going to tell you, big ups from the city to Darius NyQuil Jackson, man. Undefeated as an amateur, now undefeated as a professional. And from the 2-6, we got somebody from the city we can get behind. And right now, man, I got a special surprise for y'all, man. Straight from the BKFC Prospect Series, man. My man right here, we linked up on the gram, and we are very impressed with anybody who has the balls to step in there and go bare knuckle. So he is definitely a young prospect in the Prospect Series. We want to keep our eyes on my man, Murk. Bring on in young Murk Marquez.
What's up, my man? Circle of Kings, bro. What's up, my brother?
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Good, man. Good, man. Enjoying the holidays, man. Enjoying well, not really holidays for us, man. We stay in training, you know what I'm saying, all year round. So, you know.
Yeah, they never a holiday for you cats, man. You hard as a rock. So, man, first of all, we appreciate you taking time to be on the show, man. We want to talk to you about a few things happening in bare knuckle. But first of all, I want to talk about your fight with Drew Nola, man, on the Prospect Series. You know, a great fight for you to initially get in there and get your feet wet. It was a doctor stoppage, if I'm not correct, man. Is that what we're talking about there?
Yeah, it was a doctor stoppage, man. I had no like what call whatsoever. He just saw the cut and it was an automatic stoppage. So yeah, that sucks, man.
Well, I mean, cuts are something that you definitely got to deal with in bare knuckle. You coming from your boxing background, what was that like, your first experience in the bare knuckle in the squared circle?
Man, a lot of people want to separate the bare knuckle from boxing, but this is boxing without gloves, man. Yeah, you can't hold your hands up too high, and you know there's certain things you got to adapt. That it's not. It's more aggressive. You know, you have to be a more aggressively fighting. You know, it's not just standing around and playing. That's what I did, and then I gave Drew too much time, and he threw his fingers and cut me with his finger on my eyebrow. So that's what happened. I came out and I boxed, you know what I'm saying? So this bare knuckle thing is more aggressive, but it's boxing. People need to understand it's not just all overhand. You know, it's jabs, cross, you know, hooks, check hooks, you know, bob and weave, head movement, footwork, all of that good stuff, you know?
Absolutely. Like what my experience, man, I've been immersed in it for like the last couple years, man. I've always been a combat sports fan, but bare knuckle, it's just something special to me. The excitement, the speed, and the skill, the feints. Feints are so important, and the hand movement, pushing people's hands out the way, using the flat hand, you know, throwing a punch with a flat hand and closing it last thing. So I mean, there's a lot of technique. It's all technique, and that's what I love about it, man. And the speed of the game.
The speed is what you can't.
So the pressure,
you can't train. Yeah. The speed of it is where you got to get used to it fast. You know what I'm saying? Once you're in there and you're going 100 million miles an hour, you got to get used to it real fast, you know. But it's I love it, man. It's a beautiful sport. You know, it's a growing sport too, man. It's incredible how fast this sport is growing. You know, they're gonna have about double the shows now next year, so it's gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah. Once again, you know, shout out to BKFC, shout out to Nelson Lopez Jr. and David and the whole crew over there. Let's talk about that a little bit. You know, they do offer a wide variety. So, you know, with the app, you know, you're getting the pay-per-views, but you're also getting what you're involved in, which is called the Prospect Series, where they go around the world, literally. I mean, all over America, Bulgaria, South Africa, Thailand, and they're looking for prospects. I mean, they're looking for guys that have the skill and the will to get in there and do this. Like you said, barehanded boxing is basically, you know, bare knuckle boxing is what we want to emphasize, right? And man, you're able to do that. Are you looking forward to another fight? I mean, what do you think your future is with BKFC?
Well, yeah, I'm just waiting for well, first of all, what BKFC is doing with David Feldman, with Nelson, Serge, with the whole staff, man, Joshua. I mean, they really are taking this global. You know what I'm saying? This is going global. and they're hitting the right spots, man, the right market, man. They're doing a beautiful thing, man, and I'm proud to be part of their organization. They give me a platform, a voice, to give my story, because I have a huge story to give out to, and I a huge shout out to them, man. On the fights, I can truly say now I signed a 4-fight contract with BKFC. They still have to announce it on their page, and it's not officially yet, but it's official. I can say to my part. And hopefully we're aiming and we're training and we're hopefully fighting on February 2nd at the Hard Rock.
Hell yeah, now that's what I'm talking about, man. Announcement right here on Circle of Kings, exclusive. You just heard it. It's Murk season. It's Murking time.
Murk approved,
Murk
baby.
has signed a 4-fight deal, man, and I'm excited about that, because even you learn a lot in these fights, win or lose, and you can tell that this ain't a fight. This ain't a league you're gonna be undefeated in, man. I just don't think very exclusively you're not gonna be undefeated. Any man can lose any night.
You're gonna have your spurts of win streaks. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's right. Yep.
But you gotta learn and be humble in victory and be humble in defeat, man, because you can't win all of them, man. And a lot of these guys, they talk a lot, man, and then they fought 5 guys and they think they're world champions, man. Man, it takes years, it takes a lot of dedication, man. It takes a lot of fights, man, and you gotta get tested. You need to be tested. You can't just fight just trash can. You need to be tested to the maximum, and then you can start yip-yapping,
Well, I'm also saying, I mean, you're set up pretty well. I mean, you're in the middleweight division and you're really long. So your length, I think your style of fighting is going to work. Now that you went in there, you felt the pressure, you felt the change of scenery there. You're going to come into your next fight, man. I watch out for the Murk, man, right now.
Well, to be honest with you guys, man, I cut down all the way down to 182 pounds. I was supposed to be fighting a 185, and I was at 182.2.
Oh, wow.
So I felt like I can go down. I will be fighting the 185 division, but I do feel like I can go fight at the 175 division as well, very easily.
Well, that's something that Nelson definitely give you opportunity to do at BKFC, because there's multiple. You like the Juggernaut. He's holding 2 weight class titles right now.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that.
Oh, I said you got the Juggernaut who holds two division titles and weights. So I could, it's definitely fighting in both ways. If you can do it, I mean, that's advantageous to you, gives you better opportunities for fights. 4-fight deal, man. That's dope.
Yeah, man. You just give you opportunity to stay more active, in the game, and if you have this opportunity to fight at 2 divisions and 3 divisions, even better. But I think right now, my age and in my weight, because I did come from 355 pounds, man. You probably don't even know the story, but it's a story for another day. But I come from 355 pounds, so for me to be 190 pounds,
that's a story for the day.
Yeah,
that's a story for the day.
Okay, all right, let's get into it. But yeah, man, I was 355 pounds, man. I was obese, man. Obese.
How many years ago was that?
I'm going on my 4th year of on this journey. So I can say 2020 was the beginning of a long road ahead of me.
Well, no doubt, man. Well, you made tremendous gains, man. Congratulations from the show to you for that, for sure.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you guys, man. It was a lot of hard work, man.
So
I had the BKFC guys come and interview me as well, and and I had said it, it took me years of isolation, man. I had to isolate myself, man, and take me away from human interaction. I had to separate my family, separate myself from my wife, separate myself from my kids, man. And really be in a hellhole, because I was already in a hellhole. I had to put myself in a darker, deeper hellhole for me to get out that hellhole. And now all I can do is help people around me and give positive energy and just give love and appreciation to people, man.
Well, amazing way to channel that, man, to turn that into a fighting spirit and then to go into fights and fighting. I mean, what a crazy transformation your life has taken in the last 3 years. Would you ever imagine you'd be here doing this right now?
Oh man, that's a good one, man. I sometimes I sit around in my house and I ask myself that question, and everything that I did throughout these years got me ready for this particular moment, for this particular spot in my life. Even though everything is new to us in the future, but everything got me ready. All the running that I did in the years got me ready. All that weightlifting that I did got me ready. All that training that I did got me ready. So everything that I focused on, even though I really wasn't, I didn't think, oh, I'm gonna be a bare knuckle fighter 3 years ago. I never even thought about that. Yeah, I will see you guys. I will see, the highlights, and I'm a combat. I fought MMA 11 years ago, and so I've always been, a fighter. I've been training since I was 18 years old. I'm 0-2 in MMA. I've been knocked out twice in MMA. So, and that's how I gained the weight. But yeah, man. I forgot my frame of thought.
Now you were telling us that, what I'm saying, maybe the early losses in your career led to the weight gain.
Oh yeah. It definitely led to the weight gain, man. And I didn't see myself. I had to lose the weight for my health wise, because they told me, you either get diabetes and die, or get a stroke or a heart attack and die, or you lose the weight. So the health wise was my priority. I didn't think I was going to be fighting again. I thought my career was over. I really thought that my fighting days were done, because everybody's like, oh, you're old, you're old age. I feel well preserved. I'm like a Bernard Hopkins, where Bernard Hopkins preserved himself for over 10 years and he came back fresh, fresh bones, fresh brain, fresh knuckles. That's how I feel right now. I feel reserved and preserved.
Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, bare knuckle is definitely a sport for that. I mean, you look at a fighter like Chris Lytle. He's a legend, 13-0 boxer, UFC career, then came into bare knuckle at 43, looking like a Greek god, went 3-0 in bare knuckle. So, I mean, it's the fighting spirit. And I will say this, man, no better or tougher regimen that you could go through than a fighter's regimen. So now you've mastered cut weight, how to control your weight, and going through a journey like that changes your mind, say, psychologically. I once also tipped the scales about 300 pounds, bro, and I walk around about 200 all the time now. So I understand the mentality that goes into that type of change. And but to get back on subject, yeah, man, the age really doesn't matter as much in bare knuckle. You're not taking as much punishment. And if you're going in there with a plan and skill, you can put somebody away pretty quickly.
And that's what I love about BKFC, man. That's what I love about the chance that they're giving to life. They're giving people an extra second chance of life, of coming back and making a name for themselves. They're actually giving people a purpose, because there's people that are living with no purpose, and that's sad, man. And here comes BKFC, man, and they're giving you the opportunity. Hey, train your ass off and you'll get the opportunity to fight. So people need to wake up and people need to train their asses off. And if they something they want to do or challenge themselves or get accomplished, do it. You know what I'm saying? Get it done,
Well, speaking on BKFC, shout out to my big brother Josh over at BKFC. Shout out to the whole crew. But yeah,
I love Josh,
an amazing roster of, and he's happy that I got you on the show too. I talked to him about it as soon as we talked about it. Looking at it this way, BKFC has a great model. They have an amazing roster of fighters. They're putting, 25 to 30 shows, and they're talking about doubling those shows next year. Nobody can touch the output of the amount of shows they're putting out. Not only their main cards, but their prospect series, their trial series, their overseas series. And I'm really looking forward to this December 6th fight. Was it December 2nd? December 2nd, I believe.
Oh, yeah, the 2nd.
In Utah, which is just gonna be amazing. That you got the Alvarez, you got Platinum Perry. I mean, just the whole card is crazy.
That's a stacked card, man. I wish I could be out there, man. That's gonna be a good one. You got my boy Howard Davis gonna fight for the title. He's gonna probably bring that belt back. He's gonna bring that belt back to Florida. And he's gonna beat that. But it's gonna be a crazy card, and I'm excited for BKFC, man. They got big things popping, and there's no organization like them. There really isn't, and give them 3 years, man. They're gonna be up there with UFC. And the reason why is because people are tired of people want to see more action, more and more cuts. They want to see more blood, more modern gladiator types of fights. And this provides a perfect platform. The lighting, the cameras, the stage, everything that BKFC does, it just shines. Everything they touch turns into gold. And man,
the production,
it gets
the production is top notch over there.
Huh?
I said the production is definitely top notch over there.
It's just giving people a second chance of life. And that's what I love, man. You know, I love hearing stories of comebacks, you know, and it just makes my story even harder.
You mentioned, I want to hold you up for a second, Murk. You mentioned HD Davis, man. Shout out to him. We've actually got him on the show tonight. We had a great interview with HD, man. We're looking forward to that fight. I do personally feel HD is going to come away with the win too. This is a tough fight. He's got a very tough opponent, but that's a huge fight on this card.
Yeah, it definitely is the fight of his life. You know, he definitely is trained. I can say that he's well trained mentally, physically, and spiritually. That's the most important thing. He's spiritually trained for this fight, and he's definitely gonna come back with the win. I'm excited for Howard, and he deserves this, man. He really deserves this. Like for real, people don't even know a lot of the things, but on a personal level, man, he deserves this, and he's gonna keep that belt for a long time. I'm telling you that right now. Once he gets that hold of that belt, ain't nobody taking that belt from him.
Well, he's had a hell of a run with BKFC so far, and we're looking forward to that, man. So you said earlier, you alluded earlier that you signed a 4-fight contract, man. Congratulations for that. I want to just touch on that one more time. And you said you may fight. When do you think might be the earliest we might see the Murk in action again?
Man, like I said, right now I'm in fight camp. I'm in fight camp right now. I'm training. Like if I'm on the fight card February 2nd. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for them to come.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'm training like as if I'm fighting February 2nd. So my mind is full throttle for February 2nd. You know.
And where's that video? You said that's at the Hard Rock.
Yeah, February 2nd at the Hard Rock. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting, man. I'm gonna tell you what.
I'm excited.
We love BKFC.
I'm excited too, man. Like I said, I'm still waiting for BKFC to announce my signing on their BKFC show with Brian Socia. So I'm waiting for that to announce it so I can post that up.
Shout out to Brian, man. I met him at a couple shows. Great guy, great show. Definitely a friend of the show too. Shout out to B.
Yeah, good man, good guy.
So, Murk, just to I want to say, first of all, man, for me, for Paul, for everybody here at the show, man, we really appreciate you. And now that you've been on, you're a friend of the show. So, I got to ask you, have you been rocking with the 3000 Flute album?
I haven't heard it yet. I really haven't because I'm always on the go, man. But I have heard little samples of it. And supposedly he made that song to heal people. The frequency of the album is to heal people because he said he made music that hurt people for too long, and that I gotta hear it.
Well, I mean, just get in the elevator and press 10. You'll probably rock that shit to the top of the.
Hey,
hang on, I got you right here.
I'm a big believer. I listen to a lot of podcasts and Andrew Huberman
by BigFace.
I'm a big believer in frequencies and vibrational stuff. I'm very in tune with that, and even hearing 3 minutes of that can lower your anxiety and your depression by 65%. Mentally, and people need to focus on that, man.
All jokes aside, man, I've read lots of articles that says the 3000 is a genius album because of the placements. It can be placed in movies, it can be placed in commercials. There's thousands of placements, and whenever you're doing something that you love, it's something you love, then do it. I mean, I can't fault the man for doing something that he loves, but we were just talking about frequencies and vibrations as we rolled over here this evening. So we definitely in tune with that here on the Circle of Kings. But the vibration we talking about is these good vibrations right here. And we're looking forward to seeing you in action in the future, Murk, man. First of all, thank you for taking the time out to be with us. You gave us some great information. Hey, man, congratulations on signing the 4-fight contract. I'll be tuning in to Brian to make sure. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Big ups to you, man, on what you've done in your life to turn your life around. Amazing story, man. Amazing story, Murk.
Hey, thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys a lot, man. I wish I can just say my story of 10 years all in a span of 50 minutes, but I can't. It's a lot, man. My story will be in a book. I will write my story down. It's a story for the ages, man. It's one hell of a comeback story, man. It's a true determination story and a comeback story, man, for real. Like it's literally blood, sweat, and tears.
And it's a story that is not finished being written. You know what I'm saying?
No,
That's what I'm talking about.
no, it's not yet. Not done yet, man. Not done yet. I don't even know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
All right, man. We'll be following your career here at Circle Kings, man. Murk, thank you very much, man. We will definitely holler. We'll get you on the show in the future, especially once they announce that fight when you get ready for the fight. We definitely want to have you on again.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys again, man. Thank you guys. Keep doing what you guys doing. We need people like you, man, that help us fighters, man, give out our voices, man, you know. So I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, man, for getting me on. You know, I was excited, man. For me, this is a dream come true. Everything to me, this is a bonus, man. And I'm thankful.
Definitely, man. We agree here at Circle of Kings, man. Everything's a blessing, and it's a blessing to have you, man. We would definitely holler. Peace, man, and keep your training up, baby.
Hey, Murk certified, Murk prove, baby. It's Murk season. Hey.
Murk season. Nice. There you have it, man. BKFC prospect. Murk telling us, man, Marquez, man, just to tell you what a story he's taken his life through, and he signed a 4-fight deal with BKFC. Man, we're gonna keep it moving here. We're gonna take a break, man, to pay some bills, and we're gonna move on with the Circle of Kings, where we all about scrapping and rapping.